Good morning, students. In today's class, we are going to discuss an overview of the D block elements. The D block elements. An overview of D block elements. These D block elements are also known as an transition elements. These are also known as transition elements. D block elements are transition elements. D block elements are called so because an last electron enter into the d orbital or differentiating electron enter into the d orbital. Therefore, these are known as D block elements. And transition elements is named because when we compare the properties of an D block elements, the properties of D block elements will lies in between the S and P. Therefore, these are known as transition elements. When we see the periodic table, the first elements are S block elements, and next one are D block elements, and next that is P block elements, and below the periodic table F block elements. The properties of an D block elements lies in between the S and P. Therefore, the D block elements are also known as a transition element. And the F block elements are also known as an inner transition elements. These are also known as inner transition elements. The properties of F block elements will be transfer from the D block element, transition of properties of D block element. F block element will take place from the D block element, that is transfer of and properties, that is transfer of properties of F block element will take place from the D orbital. Therefore, these are known as inner transition elements. Okay. Then let us see the transition elements. These are classified into and 3D series elements. These are classified into 3D series, 4D series, 5D series, and 6D series. This 6D series is an incomplete. The transition elements are further divided into 4 groups. One is 3D series, second one 4D series, next 5D series, and 6D series. This 6D series is the incomplete. Okay. And the 3D series we will see third transition, that is this is known as a third transition series. Okay. It is first transition series. We will see the and 3D series element in detail and overview of 4D, 5D and 6D elements. Okay. Then let us take and 3D series elements. 3D series elements. The 3D series elements are cadmium, titanium, vanadium, cadmium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper and zinc. These 10 elements are collectively known as 3D series elements. In the 3D series elements, the atomic number lies from 21 to 30. 21 to 30, that is 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. From the atomic number 21 to 30 are known as an 3D series elements, or from cadmium to zinc are known as an 3D series elements. Then let us see first properties of this 3D series elements. Let us see the electronic configuration. General first one, properties of an 3D series elements or D block element. The first one is properties. In that first one, electronic configuration. Electronic configuration of 3D series elements. Okay. The general electronic configuration for the d block element is n minus 1 d 1 to 10 4s 1 to 2 electrons. The general electronic configuration is n minus 1 1 to 10 4s 1 to 2 is the general electronic configuration, outermost electronic configuration for the d block element, where n minus 1 is the penultimate orbital, is known as an penultimate orbital or second last orbit. Second last orbit or penultimate orbit is known as n minus 1 d orbital, whereas 4s is the outermost orbit. 4s is the outermost orbit, or we can call it as ultimate orbit. We can call it as an ultimate orbit. The 4s is the outermost or ultimate orbit. The n minus 1 is the penultimate orbit or second last orbit. Then the general electronic configuration for the 3D series is when n minus 1 will be the 3D and 1 to 10, whereas 4s 1 to 10. This is the general electronic configuration of an 3D series element. Comparing with the noble gas called argon. Okay, we are comparing with the argon here. 3D series are compared with the argon. First one, cadmium. Next one, titanium, vanadium, chromium, then next one manganese, and next one is manganese, next one iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, and last number is the zinc. These 10 are collectively known as an 3D series elements. The symbol is Sc. The titanium symbol is Ti, vanadium V, chromium Cr, and manganese Mn, capital M small m, iron Fe, capital F small e, cobalt, capital C small o, nickel Ni, copper Cu, zinc, that is Zn. The atomic number is the cadmium 21, titanium 22, vanadium 23, then chromium 24, manganese 25, iron 26, cobalt 27, nickel 28, copper 29, and zinc atomic number is 30. This is the atomic number and symbol for the 3D series elements. If we compare with the argon as the electronic configuration, in that case the chromium and copper are the exception case. Chromium and copper are the exception case. Let us see. Cadmium has the atomic number 21. Then compare with the argon, that is argon has the atomic number 18. Then 3D. Then first we will fill up the electron in the 4s orbital. Then next in the 3D orbitals. Okay. Then 4s 2. Then 20. Then 21. That is the almost electronic configuration for the cadmium is, that is 3D1 4s2. For this, and same we will compare, all the elements are compared with the argon. Then titanium 3D2 4s2. Next one 3D3 4s3. Then the chromium 3D5 4s1. So we will see why these are in the exception case. Manganese 3d5, 4s2. Then iron, 3d6, 4s2. Then next one, 3d7, 4s2. Then next one, 3d8, 4s2. Next one, 3d10, 4s1. Last one is the 3d10, 4s2. This is the outermost electronic configuration for the 3D series elements. When we observe chromium and copper, these are in the exception case. Chromium and copper is the exception case. The electronic configuration for the chromium is 3D 5 4s1. Let us see. The orbitals present in the d orbit is and 5 1 2 3 4 5. Then s orbit, then one orbitals are present in the s orbit. Okay. Then number of electrons 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay. The energy gap between the s and this is the 3d and this is the 4s. The energy gap between the s orbit and d orbit is very less. Therefore, when the electrons from the 4s orbital jump to the 3d orbital, then it will get a complete half filled orbital. Therefore, that is complete here. It will get the complete or completely half filled orbital. Half filled. Then it will get the extra stability. Therefore, the electrons cannot be removed from the 3d orbital. Okay, it will get the extra stability. Therefore, it requires high amount of energy to release the electron from the 3d orbital. Therefore, this is the exception case for the chromium. Okay. Then for the copper, the electronic configuration is 3d10, 4s1. When we take in the orbitals 1 2 3 4 5, the next, that is 4s, this is the 3d. The number of electrons 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. This is the accepted, this is the electronic configuration. Suppose the energy gap between the 4s and 3d orbital is less. If this electron jump into the 3d orbitals, then it will get the completely filled orbitals. Complete filled orbitals. Therefore, it will get extra stability, and to release the electron from the 3d series, it requires high amount of energy. Therefore, it is the electronic exception in the electronic configuration in the exception case. Complete half filled and completely filled will get the extra stability. Therefore, the electrons cannot be removed from the orbitals. It requires high amount of energy. Therefore, these are two cases are the exception in the electronic configuration. This is about the electronic configuration. And let us see atomic size. Second property, atomic size or ionic size. Atomic size or ionic size. Okay. Generally, we know that from left to right, the atomic size will be decreases, and down the group, the atomic size will be increases. Then consider scandium, that is 21. Number of orbits are here 3 orbit and 4 orbit. Number of orbits are 4 here 1, 2, 3, 4. And in the scandium, that is number of orbits are 4. Let us consider chromium, that is atomic number is 24. The number of orbit is 4. And that is consider copper, the atomic number is 29. 29 atomic number of orbits are same here 4. When we take from left to right in the series, the number of protons are the number of protons are increasing in the nucleus, but the number of orbit will be remains same. Therefore, the nuclear charge will be greater, then the outermost electron will become nearer to the nucleus. Therefore, the atomic size will be decreases from left to right. When we compare, the number of protons are 21. Here, number of protons are 34. The nuclear charge will be greater in the 20 in this element. This is the cadmium, this is the copper, and this is the, we have taken the chromium. When we compare the size of an cadmium and chromium here, the nuclear charge will be greater in the and chromium because number of protons are greater in the chromium compared to the cadmium. Therefore, the nuclear charge will be greater. Therefore, the atomic size will be less than the cadmium. And when we compare the chromium and the copper, the number of orbits will be remain same, but the number of protons will increase in the nucleus. Therefore, the nuclear charge of and copper will be greater compared to the chromium. Therefore, the atomic size of copper will be greater compared to the atomic size of the copper will be lesser when compared to the chromium. This is the general case, but when we see it is not regular in the D block elements. When we compare from cadmium to chromium, the atomic size will be decreases. The atomic size will be decreases because the nuclear charge will be dominant over the screening effect. Another that is what is screening effect here? The last electrons are entering into the, consider this is the 4s, this is the 3d. The last electrons are entering into the inner orbit. Therefore, that is last electrons are entering into the inner orbit. Therefore, the repulsion will be takes place between the outermost and innermost. That repulsion between the outermost orbit and innermost orbit is known as screening effect. That is known as screening effect. Okay. Then from the cadmium to chromium, the atomic size will be decreases due to increase in the nuclear charge. The nuclear charge will be dominant. Therefore, the atomic size from cadmium to chromium will be decreases. From manganese to copper, the atomic size will be remains approximately same. Because the screening effect will be equal to the nuclear charge. Therefore, the size of and from manganese to copper will be remain same. From copper to and zinc, the atomic size will be decreases. That atomic size will be greater, increases. The atomic size will be from copper to zinc, the atomic number will be increases. Therefore, the atomic size will be decreases. Atomic size will be decreases due to increase one minute here. Copper to and zinc, the atomic size will be increases. We compare the atomic size from copper to zinc. The atomic size will be increases due to increase in the screening effect. Increase in the screening effect, the atomic size from copper to zinc it will be increases. Okay. This is about the and atomic size from left to right, and take the down the group. 3D series elements, 4D series elements, 5D series elements. In the 3D series elements, the number of orbits are 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. In the 4D series, the number of orbits are 5. In the 5D series, the number of orbits are 6. When we compare generally, down the group, the number of orbits are increasing, therefore the atomic size will be increases, but it is not regular in the 3D series, that it is not regular in the D block elements. The atomic size of 3D series will be less than and 4D series, but the atomic size of 5D series will be lesser than the 4D series. This is mainly due to the lanthanide contraction. This is mainly due to the lanthanide contraction. This is mainly due to the lanthanide contraction. atomic size, let us say ionic size. Consider and cadmium, that is cadmium and cadmium ion, that is if you remove the 3 electrons, the nuclear charge, that is number of protons will be remain same here. Here also number of protons remains same. The nuclear charge, when we compare the number of here, number of protons is equal to the number of electrons. And here the number of protons is not equal to the number of electrons. Here less number of electrons are present in the cadmium 3 plus, cadmium ion. Therefore, the dominancy of the proton will take place and nuclear charge will be greater. The nuclear charge will be greater, then the atomic size will be less, and the ionic size will be lesser than the atoms. Generally, atomic size will be greater compared to the ionic size, because the nuclear charge will be greater than the ionic size, then the atomic size will automatically decreases. The next, that is third one, variable oxidation state. The manganese will show plus 1 to plus 7 oxidation state. Manganese will show the, that is third one, where it will show the third one, variable oxidation state. Third one is the variable oxidation state. The D block elements will show the variable oxidation state due to the partially filled d orbitals, partially filled d orbitals. These will show the variable oxidation state. Okay? When we compare the S-block element, the electronic configuration is, that is Ns 1 to 2. Alkali metals all will have the same electronic configuration in the outermost orbit. Only one electron is present. In the alkaline earth metal, in all the elements, the outermost orbit contains the 2 electrons. But here, the d orbitals contain the partially filled d orbitals. Therefore, the variable oxidation state can be seen in the 3D series elements. The plus 1 to plus 7 is the maximum oxidation state shown by the manganese. And the common oxidation state in the 3D series is plus 3, that is shown by the cadmium, whereas zinc will show plus 2 oxidation state, and copper will show plus 1 and plus 2 oxidation state. Sometimes it will show the plus 1 and maximum stable oxidation state is the plus. Then chromium, the maximum oxidation state is plus 2 plus 5 is the oxidation state. This is about the variable oxidation state, and we have seen the electronic configuration, general introduction, variable oxidation state and atomic size or ionic size for the 3D series elements. Okay. Next class we will discuss the next topic. Thank you.